Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and tonight we are going to have a great show. We're going to have an amazing stream. I'm so glad you're all here. How is everyone doing tonight? Let's see. We have Ignorant. Ignorant is here. Hey, good to see you, friend. What's new with you, man? How's life with you, my trusty mod, dude? You've been here since the beginning. I always appreciate your presence. You don't say much, but you're quick to ban. You are quick to ban. I'll give you that. Hey, Hollywood Hulk Hogan's here. How you doing, friend? What's new with you, man? I hope you're having a good night. I hope you're enjoying life, the universe, and everything. I'm going to be doing guided meditation here tonight. We'll be playing a little bit of chess, and we're going to do some readings from this book. One of the greatest books ever written. The Tao Te Ching. This is Lao Tzu's masterpiece. 81 verses. Each verse is short. They're like about a paragraph or two, you know. Each verse is short. And there's much wisdom in this book. So we do one reading every stream. That's at least what I've been trying to do. I actually just got back from a really good guided meditation tonight. It was amazing. The guided meditations that I go to on Monday night at Inspiritus Alchemy are top notch. Like Gina, the owner of the studio, she can run a guided meditation like no one else. It's pretty amazing, you know. So yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, you know. On Monday nights for me, I go to those guided meditations, and then I come back here and I share the love with everyone out there. You know, I share that warmth and kindness with all the good, kind people out here in the world, because you deserve it all. You really do. What was I going to say? Well, you know, I don't know. I think we're going to start with some chess tonight. I think we're just going to hop on in and play. Yeah, and it's going to be a good time. You Ignorant, you're down for some chess. All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's do this. I have decided I'm going to play in the Chicago Open. In May. Chicago Open happens once a year. It's one of the biggest chess tournaments in the Midwest every year, and I'm going to play in it in May of 2023. So I got myself a new chess coach. I've been practicing hard. I've been studying tactics. I've been doing all sorts of training. I'm training up for the Chicago Open. It's going to be fun. I just want to compete well in my division. That's my goal. All right. Well, let's do this. I keep talking. I feel like I keep talking, but I'm not doing. All right, so we gotta, switch over here, get this going, come back here. There's always like a million steps. Chad Guy. Hey, Chad Guy, what's going on with you, man? Where have you been, dude? I only see you in Discord these days. You're always posting these like amazing like recipes and meals you've cooked. And you don't come by the channel anymore, dude. You don't come by the channel. What's the deal? Like, well, you have a big announcement? Yeah, I know. I asked you in Discord how much you paid for that raw milk. So that's your big announcement? That's what you got for me tonight, man? You're gonna tell me how much you paid for that raw milk? I'm playing with you. What announcement? What is it? You are a VIP here. What announcement do you have? You got like $12? That's the announcement? All right. So a big announcement, just so everyone is aware. Chad Guy has officially paid $12 for the raw milk. That is the big announcement. Unless you have a bigger announcement. Do you have an announcement that's bigger than that? I'm interested. Does Caesar have an announcement that's bigger than that? Or was that your announcement? Let's see. Hey, we have a subscription. Stream Elements? How did Stream Elements just subscribe? Oh, Chad Guy gifted a tier 1 sub to Stream Elements. Dude, thank you, man. That's like super kind of you, dude. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Dude, awesome. I didn't know you could gift us a subscription to Stream Elements. It's kind of funny, dude. That is okay. It's kind of funny, man. I don't know about this. I didn't know that was even a thing. Hey, Aristotle's here. Aristotle, what's up, brother? Dude, how you doing, man? How you doing? Aristotle is a phenomenal streamer here on Twitch. He does not hold punches, man. He's gonna come at you. He's gonna come at you, right? He's gonna come at you Chicago style, even though he's not from Chicago. He's not from Chicago, but he's gonna come at you Chicago style, huh? Good to see you, man. And he's coming in with this straight in context, man. We were just talking. I was telling him about metamodernism and whether or not it's actually a thing, because this is like a big matter of debate in certain communities of a lot of burned out academics. They've come up with this thing called metamodernism. And like, I don't know if it's a thing or not. Like, I don't know if it's coherent. I just don't know if it's a coherent concept. I mean, to say that the new age is an oscillation back and forth between modernism and postmodernism, and that you can have X and not X at the same time, at the same place. In this, it just seems kind of, it's like as hardcore continental as I can come up with, and like, I'm an analytic guy, but I try to like get on the continental bandwagon, but I'm interested to see what continental people think about it, man. Let's see, Aristotle, you say, anyways, check out Aristotle, drop him a follow. He's a great streamer here on Twitch. Okay, now business is done. Now back more. You've never heard of it before. You told me about it. Yeah, Will, I just told you about it today. I mean, yeah, it's like a new thing. Basically, they're trying to like create a field. You know, they're trying to create this new concept, right? And it just, you know how it is. You have to market it. You have to sell it. Whenever you come up with a new idea, like in whatever you're doing, you have to come up with a good marketing plan. You have to create like, defenses embedded within the framework of it, that such that, it can hold against objections, right? Like look at the Catholic Church. Look how many defenses they have in their embedded in their framework, right? By the way, check out my new shirt. Here we go. Look how beautiful this is. This is one of my favorite bands. I don't know, Aristotle, have you heard of these guys? Gorguts. They're from Canada. And the name of this album is Colored Sands, and it's Buddhist metal, and it's about the Tibetan monks having to flee from Tibet when China was going all crazy and the whole world was burning over there. And some of these Buddhist monks were pouring gasoline. They were pouring gasoline all over their heads and lighting themselves on fire. Like, how crazy is that? Can you imagine doing that? Can you imagine getting to the point, like, what would it take for you to get to the point where you were just going to cover yourself in gasoline and then light yourself on fire? Like, that's got to take a lot, right? You're not just going to, like, do that, like, because, you stubbed your toe or something, right? You're going to do that because there's, like, a serious protest you want to make. Let's see, Chad guy, you say, let's see, any more bots? Yeah, I think I have another bot somewhere. I don't know. I have the Stream Elements bot? I don't know. But anyways, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that donation, Chad guy. I much appreciated that anonymous gift or whatever to Stream Elements. I didn't know that was a thing. I've never seen anyone donate a subscription to Stream Elements before. Okay, Aristotle, you said the best way is to read promiscuously. Yeah, yep, on theme too. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta. That reminds me of promiscuous. When you said that, for some reason, I was thinking of promiscuous realism. Jesus Christ, I can't even talk tonight. Promiscuous realism. It's a view in philosophy that I was actually interested in for a while, but I haven't heard about it in a while. Hey, Daenerys here. Daenerys, I haven't seen you in ages. Holy shit, how you doing? Daenerys is awesome. She's a friend of mine. She's a streamer here on Twitch. She is a flexibility expert. And she hangs out all the time with Celty, who everyone in the fitness and health community knows. Celty's a great dude. But yeah, big shout out to Nanera. Check her out. Drop her a follow. She does really. If you want to get more flexible, because think about how many big bulky dudes there are out there who are just like all locked up, right? Like there was a time in my life where I couldn't even turn my head because my neck and everything was just so like locked up from like working out, and I was just like, ugh. But it's like it sucks if you can't turn your head. If you can't turn your head to see like the cars that are coming, to pass you, and if you want to change lanes, you're gonna get yourself yourself in trouble, right? So anyways, this is what I'm saying. Go to the Nera stream, check out, learn how to stretch. Stretching is important. It's part, you need, like, flexibility is just as important as strength. If you don't have both of them, you're gonna get your ass beat in many ways. That's just how it goes. Nera, what's going on with you? How have you been? Let's see. You say oh, you finally passed your final. Congratulations. So you're official, a flexibility trainer. That is awesome. Congratulations. That is really cool. That is really cool. Have you been streaming recently? I haven't seen any of your streams. Maybe I'm just missing you or what. But I haven't seen any streams from you recently. I'd love to check out one of your flexibility streams. Okay, late. That's exactly why. Yeah, late Thursdays are pretty much out for me. I've been teaching chess every late Thursday for the last, like, I don't know, 3 months or so. And then on days I don't teach chess, I go to meditations over at this place called Solder World. So yeah, Thursday nights are bad for me. And then before that, I was going to games night at my friend Jeff and Carrie's. So, like, there's a lot going on Thursday nights. That's why I haven't been catching you. But you're trying to add another day, looking to add Sundays after the first. I can make Sundays. Sundays are decent days for me. Yeah, absolutely. That would be so cool if you could add another day. Or if your VODs are out there, I could always just check out your VODs. That's another thing. But it's not as fun, you know? It's not as fun checking out someone's VOD as it is, like, being there when they're live and interacting with the person, right? So yeah, welcome in, Nera. It's good to see you. So yeah, you passed that. Cool. And then you're still working your day job, right? So what are you gonna do the flexibility streaming like as part of your career? Like I don't know how that's working. Like what are you gonna do with that? Or is that like a hobby? Oh, you don't know yet? Yeah, I mean, because, dude, you should do a dual stream with Celsi. Why not do that? Think about how cool that would be if, like, you combined your community with his. You two did like a dual stream, and he did like the fitness, more of like the fitness, like lifting stuff, you know, and then you did like the flexibility part. You guys could have like a half and half show. Because that's what we need. You know, people either just focus on the flexibility or they just focus on the fitness. But we need people that do both, you know, and that's like super super important. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I know your day job probably pays the bills. And the flexibility trading it will be nice to get some extra income probably, but it's not gonna it's not gonna make you a millionaire, right? Unless you become a flexibility expert on Twitch and become like some crazy Twitch millionaire, right? I don't know what's going on here. How have I been? I've been good. Let's see. This last Saturday. There's this holistic group called the Awake Oneness Tribe in my community, and they had a Christmas gatherings where people could like bring their kids and come in and get like tarot readings and could get like psychic readings and get massage coupons and things like that. And you could bring your kids, and your kids could do arts and crafts. Well, guess what? Danny John and I ran the arts and crafts table there. So we had like kids like tracing their hands, and then we'd cut it on paper, and then we'd cut out the hands, help them make ornaments. So there's a bunch of kids now that have ornaments that they're hanging on their Christmas trees because of us. So yeah, it was that's what I did Saturday. That was like a pretty good thing. And then yesterday was core. Went for a long walk with a couple friends at a forest preserve. It was pretty awesome. And then yeah, it's just been like kind of like that, some working out and going for walks and teaching. I'm teaching chess all the time. That's like how I got to pay the bills. Some options trading, but like the market's been kind of fucking wonky the last since January 4th. Actually, the market has been like really weird. So hopefully next year will be better. We'll see though. All right, okay. Right now, it's mostly for your own benefit and health. Yeah, and that's the thing. At the end of the day, if you're benefiting from it, then it was worth it. And then it was. I know some yoga instructors that got their certification, have never taught a single class, but are 100% grateful that they went and got the certification, because now they understand so much more about the poses. They understand so much more about the breathing and about everything. Right? When you do those classes, when you get that certification, you get those like little nuggets. There's like these little like nuggets that they don't really typically give you in class, but like certain pieces of wisdom about like your body and about like breathing and about whatever it is you're trying to get the certification for, that are just awesome. And that's what you get when you do those. So that's cool. Congratulations. Did you do like a celebration stream or anything? I don't know. I don't know. I think it would be cool for me to like. I should get certified in something like that. Like I think that would be pretty cool. I don't think flexibility is a good one for me. Maybe like internal energy. Like I should get some kind of yoga certification finally. You know, for my whole like the last 20 years, everyone's like, Agni, are you gonna become a yoga instructor? What's up? And I'm like, but I'm in the metal, you know. And everyone's like, no, you can be in the metal and a yoga. And then I was like, okay, well that's cool, but like I don't know, I just don't feel like it. And then they're like, well, you know, you should do it. But like, yeah, someday maybe I will get yoga certification. That would be pretty nice, right? Become like an official, you know, high class yogi as opposed to just like a yogi that runs some yoga classes for his friends and you know practices on his own, right? On an area you say not yet, but maybe once you start updating your classes with the new material. Cool, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and you know what? If I can start coming to those Sunday classes, maybe I could become like a regular in your stream. You know, I could be like one of because like I've never really been a regular in your stream because or actually anyone's. I'm never a regular in anyone's streams really. I'm always just like a guy that like I'll show up and I'll lurk and then I'll say a few things. I'll like say hi to people, ask a few questions, and then I kind of like just kind of sit back and relax. I'm not huge into like into keeping up the conversation. You know, like that's just my thing these days, right? But I don't know. That would be cool though. All right, I'm going to play a game of chess because I've been talking for a while and I'm sure there's some people that are here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, hold on a second. Things just got intense here. Give me a second here. We got to do window capture. Yeah, here we go. Okay, there we go. Things are getting pretty intense there for a second. I couldn't even handle that. So we're going to play a game on Elite Chess. These games are 10 minutes long and they're against random opponents. I have no idea how good this guy is going to be. I have decided I'm going to play in the Chicago Open in May of 2023. So I've started training for that. It's one of the biggest chess tournaments in the Midwest every year, and I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, so I'm going to play a game right now, and we'll have some fun with it. All right, here we go. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to play the Sicilian defense, C5. Woo! Sicilian defense. All right, let's see how he responds. I'm indirectly attacking the center of the board. All right. Okay, so if he ever plays... all right, so he's doing... This is called the boulder attack, I believe, where you have the bishop and the knight. The bishop, like on this diagonal. Oops, this diagonal. So yeah, he does that. Okay, that's pretty commonplace, actually. Or maybe not. I'm going to... That's actually a little weird. I'm not used to people doing that. Let me think. I think I just play this, followed up by this, and if he ever takes out... Yeah, I think I just got to not be a coward here. Okay, so basically, let's see. All right, we're going to do this. I think this is the problem with this. This pawn's going to drop. Yeah, how can this guy justify this? You can't justify this. You're just dropping a pawn. Dude, what is this guy doing? This guy's just dropping a pawn. You can't just drop a pawn like that. All right, I don't know what this guy is doing. Maybe I'm falling for a trap. All right, he's attacking my queen. And look, now I'm going to win more material. Look, I take his knight with check. Right? And now I'm on his bishop. But I can't take his bishop, notice, because if I do, he's going to checkmate me. All right. So I gotta do like a move like this, which is not the coolest move in the world, but you know, it works. All right, now he's running away with his bishop. All right, he's already lost a lot of material. Now he's running away with his bishop. Let's get some pieces active. I got to figure out. I just want to get my knight active and then castle. Is that too much to ask? You know, I don't ask for much out of this world. Okay, so he could have taken this pawn back, by the way. It's funny. Like I was saying, this guy was like garbage, but maybe he's not. Maybe I'm underestimating him. But I think I have an idea. I go here, right? Attack the bishop. The bishop backs up. Then I push up and I have the fork. So let's see if this works out. It looks like it's going to win out. He's got to back up, or maybe he comes here with check, right? Then I just push up, and then maybe he takes and I take. But I'm going to be able to. Yeah, he's got this check. Let's see about this. I don't know if it works. I might even just move my king here. All right, nope. We're going in for this variation. All right, let's check this out. He just sacked. Now this guy doesn't know how to count pieces. In chess, you got to know how to count, dude. This guy doesn't know how to count apparently. Victor Sor, you say random League chess games have been generally free wins for me. Yeah, a lot of times there, but every once in a while you run into a really good player. It's funny. It's like you never know. You never know, man. Yeah, this guy is not. He's not going to be in my division at the Chicago Open. Let's just say that. He's going to win this pawn though. He got the pawn back. Uh-oh. Look at this. We got some threats now. All right. I'm going to play this, I guess, and then just start trading down. I'll probably bring like the rook over, and then maybe I don't know, ideas of like pushing out, kicking my knight away, and then bringing the rook down here with check. I don't know. I'm just going to basically bring my rook over here and trade. But I want to get this light square bishop developed first. This is a cool piece to get developed, especially on this diagonal. Because look, once this knight moves somewhere, this bishop's going to be like really powerful. That move does not do much. I will say that. All right. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing tonight. Yeah, Victor Sor. So Victor Sor is a streamer here on Twitch, by the way. Everyone check him out. Drop him a follow. Victor Sor has a master's in psychology, and he's trying to get his PhD. And he's a real smart dude. He's also into chess. He's got me on this quest for a. Oops! Oh, it's my move. He has me on this quest for a 3,000 puzzle rating, and I keep getting close, and then I'll I'll explode, and I'll drop down a few hundred points. But I'm still going for it. All right. So let's see. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? This knight really has no good squares, so I might make some decent squares for the knight. What if I just do... Yeah, let's just do this. No. Yeah, let's just do this. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing now. I'm just trying to throw a punch at his bishop. That's it. Let's see what he does with his dark square bishop. All right. Where's a good square for this knight? I mean, the knight's in the center, but he's just kind of chilling there. I might just start pushing these pawns up the board. Let's do that. This looks kind of interesting. I'm just gonna try to push these pawns all the way up the board. Uh-oh, he's getting real aggressive now. All right, now this dude's getting super aggressive. So now some of you might be thinking, wait a minute, Agni, don't do that. He's just gonna take your knight. But notice this pawn is pinned to the king. It's not allowed to take the knight because it would put its own king in check. And those are the kind of moves you got to make in chess, right? Rather than just move your knight right away. A lot of people are like, oh, I better move my knight right away, right? Okay, so now I want to trade my knight for his bishop. Let's do it. And then if he takes, I take, I can start loading up rooks on this file and try to break through. Yeah, watch this. So I'm giving him, my pawns are kind of garbage like this, but I'm giving him, yeah, so he's going to come at my bishop, right? So I need to figure out what I want to do with my... I can always drop my bishop back. That's not a problem. All right, we're going to do this. He'll probably do this, right? Then I drop back. I mean, he does have this crazy 4-pawn chain. All right, well, whatever, dude. I'm doing this, dude. He really wants to get this in, I think. I could take this pawn. I could be a pawn hunter. I'm going to be a pawn hunter. I'm taking this pawn. That's it. They say you don't get greedy in chess, but sometimes you gotta take a pawn, right? Sometimes in life, it's just like with life, right? I'm just taking this. No, because if I take it, then he just brings his rook over here, and then he's on my pawn and my bishop, so I can't take it. All right. Well, let's just double up rooks. I wonder if he's gonna bring a rook over here to defend. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's doing. Where do I want my bishop? I need my bishop on a better square. All right, so now, yeah, this is just going to be a loss for this guy. Yeah, dude. No. All right, now my threat. Bishop takes pawn. Pawn is pinned to the king, so it cannot recapture. He'll probably play something, unless he plays something like this. That's kind of interesting. Then I just move my bishop back here. I want to throw this in first. This looks cool. Check. All right, now look at this beautiful idea. This is fun. Oh, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Look at this. I'm pushing a pawn, but notice when I push the pawn, I'm opening up a discovered attack on his king. How can his king get out of check? It can't go here, 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 can't go here. He can't take the bishop. So what's it called when you're in check and you can't get out of check? Oh, wait, where's his square? What does he have? Oh, he's got the rook block. He can block with the rook. He had one way to get out of check. That's not nearly as cool as I was gonna make. I was making it all dramatic and everything. That's not fun. All right, I thought it was checkmate. All right, I'm just gonna move this bishop out of the way. That was so funny. I'm like, yeah, this is checkmate, and I didn't even see like that he could just block with a rook. Oh God, Victor Story might be one of these nights, man. I don't know. I mean, that rook's not going anywhere. I guess I'm up. That's the thing. When you get up, yeah, I know it's still an easy win, but do you ever have this problem? Do you ever get up a lot of material and get sloppy? Because that's the problem I have a lot. I'll get up a lot of material and I'll just get real sloppy. I mean, sure, I got the checkmate on the next move, but that was still pretty sloppy at the end, right? Actually, the whole game was pretty sloppy. It was a sloppy game. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you my new shirt. Check it out. We got the hands and with lotus flowers. The name of this band is Gorguts, and the name of this album is Colored Sands. And it's Buddhist metal. It's really intense. It's really good. It's about the Tibetan monks having to, getting out of Tibet and lighting themselves on fire when in protest of everything that went down. Right? It's a good album. But yeah, let's see. Victor, so you say you actually worked to not have that problem. Really? Started to remind yourself to never underestimate or count your opponent. Dude, that's good advice. That's really good advice. There was a period of time where I would always listen. There was this piece of advice that I heard in like the Chess Master training series. It was by a former international master named Josh Waitskin. If you ever saw the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer, he was the lead kid in. The story was about him, right? So he was this basically chess prodigy. Got good real quick on the streets of New York City, and then anyways, in his Chess Master tutorial, he said. That an animal fights hardest when its back is against the wall. So never underestimate your opponent. Never let up. Keep going. You got to keep attacking, right? Never take a breather. Never take a step back. You got to keep going. Once you have the initiative, you don't let up. You don't take your foot off the gas, right? And I used to do that too. But when I play random games on Elite Chess, it's just kind of hard to get serious, especially when I'm streaming and doing stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. It absolutely is a great thing to live by. I don't know if you were here in stream when I said it. I decided I'm going to play in the Chicago Open this year, which is pretty cool. That's exciting. I've been going to the chess club again every Friday. I got a chess coach, which is cool. I've been working with him. This is the first time I've ever actually had a chess coach. I've always been self-taught prior to this. But you know what? I figured, why not? Why not try out a chess coach for once? All the best players have had chess coaches, right? If you look at all the best players, at some time in their life they've had chess coaches. So it's like maybe I should actually get a chess coach for once. All right. Let's play another game. Let's play one more, and then we're going to do some meditation. How about that? I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to do. Okay, Sicilian. Hyper-accelerated dragon variation. I believe this is boulder defense. That's signified by this bishop. Yeah, he's just going in for cheap tricks. This guy wants to hit this weak square. I'll probably bring his queen out here. No, he's not going to be one of those guys at least, but... a lot of guys will be like, oh, we're going to do... Yeah, there, he's one of those guys. Oh, man. What's going on in this world? I just got to get this... Yeah, he's all in on cheap tricks, dude. Can you guys even see this? All right, good. I'm glad you can see the board. I once was up here and talking and no one could even see the board. I believe I just play H6, right? Or H5. Yeah, H6. Or H7, or H5, H6 or H5. I don't know. This kicks the knight, I think, right? Well, let's see. Is there anything better? Or is H... It's hard to tell what's better sometimes. I don't know. I'm just going with this. I like the fact that it immediately kicks the knight. I want to get this. I mean, this is the push I want to get in eventually. This knight needs to get developed. Or, I mean, this knight right here. So let's get this knight. Now, hold on. He's got 2 pieces. Now he's got 2 pieces here. Do I got to do this? Is this the deal? Let's see. No, because then he just hops in there with a knight. This knight needs to move, I think. No, now I'm his cheap tricks. Well, yeah, this I'm talking about how he's got cheap tricks. Now all of a sudden, like I'm in trouble. All right, let's just let's throw a punch here. I want to throw a punch at his bishop. I feel like his attack's going to be pretty strong though. So hold on a second. If I do this, let's see. If he hops in. Let's say I move the knight out. He doesn't hop in, because then I'll take. Is this really required? This looks like a weird move. Then what about this knight? I mean, we got this, but then there's all this. We got this. Maybe that's it. Hold on. Then we got that. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Knight takes. And now we have all this crap again. There shouldn't be something here. I don't think there is something. I'm not buying this. Yeah, dude. I'm just gonna play this. This at least I'm covering. Yeah, if he hops in here with anything now. All right, hold on. Oh, am I really? Did I really just? Let's see. It's gonna be pretty ridiculous if I just got checkmated talking about the cheap tricks. I will say that. I think I just got to go over here. Yeah, we'll just go over here, right? What, he's going to hop his knight here, then I'm just going to go down here? This is sloppy. Yeah, it's a little bit sloppy tonight, but we're doing it. We're getting through it. Yeah. He wants to go in all in on cheap tricks. I didn't like this move about this knight right there. That was a weird move to make. And he's up. He even got the pawn there. Luckily, it's like one of my garbage pawns. These pawns on the edges, on the edge files, are not as strong, not as valuable as the pawns in the center. Let's see what he does here. I need to get these pieces active. I want this push in. Yeah, that does. What does that do? All right, so we got to get some piece activity. Do this, and then with the idea of getting the bishop active. I could come over here, but then he'll checkmate me. Oh God, this is kind of weak. This is weakening. Well, maybe it's actually not that bad. Oh, I have a cool idea. And usually when I say that, I get in trouble. But I'm going to go with it. I have a cool idea right here. This pawn is pinned, by the way. This bishop is crucial, right? Because it adds a second defender here, which is kind of important. I could hop this knight over here and attack the bishop too. That's something else to think about. I'm on the knight. All right, so he's got to back up. All right. I'm tempted. Yeah, it will open up my rook file, but it's kind of playing like a madman. Here is the idea that I'm going with, basically. I have this idea. I'm looking at swinging my rook over. And I know it's kind of weird to have this bishop, pawn, king situation, but like, this just seems like a beautiful place to have to throw my rook. I need to get these pieces active. I keep saying that, but I'm not really doing it very well. Let's see. through calculation. You like f6 here. F6? Is that what I played? Yeah, this is, I mean, it's kind of a weird move. It's a weird looking move. It's not a move that's like typically, that you'll typically see. Like, this is a weird structure, right? Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. He castled. Okay. All right, now I can get this in. Maybe I'll throw my knight over here. So this is kind of interesting. He's coming over here. Yeah, let's just throw my knight in. He takes, I take. That's fine. Yeah. We're hopping in. We're hopping in. I'm challenging his knight. I'd love to get my bishop. Where do I want my bishop? I was going to say this diagonal, but it's kind of locked up. This is the push I need. All right, that's fine. So he might just go for this knight over here, going for this pawn. All right, so let's just simply defend everything. If he comes here, doesn't do anything. All right, let me get this bishop. I'm going with this idea. If I do this right here, then he could always come over here and then hop in here, which kind of is not great. He could always bring his queen down here, which is kind of weird. I guess I just, come over with the king? It's a weird situation. Oh, wait a minute. I have a fork. No, not quite. If he moves the queen, I kind of have a fork. All right, so let's get this bishop active. Then he can bring his queen down. Let's see. I also have knight over here. That's another idea. Maybe met with this. All right, I'm moving over a little bit. This gives him a little time, and it might not be a good move. But I don't like the fact that this bishop is pinning this pawn to my king. And if the queen comes over here, I don't want to have to scramble to get defense for d7. That's my reasoning here. And I don't know how great it is. I don't know how great it is. Let's see. Victor, so you say you have to set up rook h8. You think it's... Yeah, I mean, he took the pawn. I might as well get the file, right? You know, I got the file now. And, like, I have, like, if this queen ever ventures, like, over here or somewhere, I got this idea, being on the knight and checkmate, right? I'm close. I'm close here. I'd like to get the knight over, but the problem is then he simply plays this, and now my knight's looking pretty... Oops, he plays this, I mean... And then my knight's looking kind of stupid. Like, where's he going to go? I guess he could come back here. Then he's kind of boxed out. All right. Now, that's ridiculous. En passant. Does he know en passant? It's crazy that I even have to ask that question. That's crazy. Okay, so he's moving his knight now. He's probably going to go after this pawn. All right. Let's see. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Should I finally get my bishop developed? Let's do it. I wonder if he's going to come over here. This is what I keep thinking. Yeah, he wants that pawn. Well, I mean, here, this is kind of... Oh, no, that doesn't quite work. I was looking at knight here and then... Oops, takes, you know, fork and all this. But that, you know, it's not going to work as his knight's here. What if I could get rid of his knight? Get rid of his knight and then get this knight to jump in here and fork the king and queen. That would be a pretty beautiful thing. Doesn't look feasible at the moment, but you never know later on. Okay, this rook sucks right here. So let's get this and then prepare for the push. That's what we're doing right now. Gonna give him this. Gonna bust all this open now. If queen down here, rook right here. Oh, that's not a good move though. This is like, yeah, now look at my king safety. Wow. Okay, I gotta be. Oh, okay. This is not my day for chess. Let me tell you. For some reason, I was thinking, I was gonna move this knight first. I think. Let's see, if I do this, he's got that. Ugh. Then that. I could push. No, I could move the knight. What if I sack a bunch of pawns for position? That sounds like not very reasonable, though. Sack these change. No, that doesn't do anything. I could just move the knight. Oops. Move the knight, and then we got take. I'm talking too much. I'm not even playing. Yeah, I'm doing too much commentary right here. All right, that's the problem. That's the problem with this position. I have this. Well, all right, let's just try to. No, that lets his knight in, but all right, we're going to try to do something active. We're going to do something active at least. Let's get this queen here. This is probably terrible, but he takes. I take, oops, and then he takes the bishop even. So, like, yeah, this is all garbage. Everything I'm playing right now, I'm going to lose this game. There's no way I win this game. And I deserve to lose this game. It's a shame. It's absolutely a shame. I've come to the conclusion I play way better chess when I'm not in a very zen meditative state. I just got back from beautiful meditation. So I'm giving him 2 pieces for the rook, which is not a good situation here, which is not a good play here. What has he got going on here? He's going to be winning material. He's got this idea, maybe checkmate threats. Check, right? He'll come down here, and then I got to run. I think this does lead to checkmate, right? Let's see. I can't do anything except block with the rook, and that doesn't do anything. So. See here, then we get mate because of the knight. Here and mate, here and mate. What about this? This is mate too. Everything's mate. Everything is mate. Okay, well, good game. Hold on, wait, this is, yeah, that's even mate. Good game. All right, that was garbage. That was complete trash. And I was making fun of the guy too because his opening was trash. But, well, such is life. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Definitely not on my chess game today, but I never am when I stream, right? So, all right. I think we are ready for a little guided meditation. A little guided meditation. Hold on, I gotta at least review that game real quick. I need to learn something from this game. Let me load it back up so everyone can see. Let's go through some analysis a little bit. I know I played that like garbage. And I want to at least see what the deal was, because I was definitely fine. Yeah, look, I'm already up 0.7 right here, right? So I'm up 1.9 right here. I should never lose this game. Yeah, I'm up 2.5. Okay, played the best move there. I just got to get the push in. Why didn't I get the push in now? Yeah, that was so stupid. I was too worried about all this stuff over here. It's like, so what if he wins the pawn, right? Like, he doesn't have anything else. And then, I mean, if I get the push in, hold on a second. Let's see. I get the push. What if he takes? And then we have bishop takes. And then, well, then, hold on. Wait. Bishop takes b2. Oh, they want me to come over like that? Oh. And then I just defend like that. But then they take my row. Yeah, what if they take my... All right. But I didn't do that. Okay, so that lesson learned, but I played this. I'm still killing him. Wait. Here I needed to play bishop. Yeah, that bishop takes b2 idea. That's what I was missing. And then it was probably all garbage after this, right? Yeah, all garbage. Yeah, it's just done. That was garbage. All right, well, that's life. That's how it goes in the big city. Okay. Victor, sir, you say you think you shared, but for you, you play your best in a meditative. And yet, I don't understand that, man. I don't understand that. I can't play. I can't play well in a meditative state. How do you have drive? How do you have like super intense drive and passion when you're like in a meditative state, like that drive to win? Like I don't have that. When I'm in a meditative state, I just want to like sit and be in a peaceful, loving state and share that love with others, right? Like I remember in the Chicago Open when I was up 5-0, I went and meditated, and then I came back and I'm playing the only other guy in the tournament who's still 5-0. And I'm just like liking the pieces on the board. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty piece. That would be cool if I made this pattern on the board, right? And I'm just like moving pieces around, or like, oh, I'm going to balance out the position. I wasn't tactically sharp. I was not playing well. But that's cool that you can do it, man. You're going to have to teach me how to do that, because I don't know how to do that. When I'm in a meditative state, I'm lucky if I can do anything competitively, right? All right. Well, speaking of meditation, let's do some meditation. Let's do it. All right. So I always come out and I'm intense and loud and a loudmouth, and then we slow things down and we go to the place of peace, love, and oneness in our hearts. So find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths on your own. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath count. Take a few more slow and deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountain peak. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds float together and merge into one. And one cloud stretches apart, dividing into two. These clouds float through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being, exist for a while in conscious awareness, and then disappear from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. Keep your awareness on your breath. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And return your awareness to your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that does not serve you well. Keep your attention on your breath count. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love emanating from this location. And the warmth which surrounds your love. Experience the perfect peace residing here. And the joy which accompanies it. For in this place, your divinity is apparent. For in this place, you are home. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all the ego which obscures your third eye sight. Keep your awareness on your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And return your awareness to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of consciousness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Then travel down further still to your center point. The place from which your essence flows the strongest. Feel the love emanating from this location. In this place of perfect oneness. Opposites of any kind are not welcome here. Fear and worry cannot enter this location. In this place, you are whole once again. In this location, you are home. focus all your attention on your center point. And when you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. Here, at your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center, you recall how you came to be. Here, at your center point, you remember your divine purpose. To spread love and light to all of those whom you encounter. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Gently open your eyes, returning to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing the sacred space with me. I am honored and humbled to be here with you as your meditation guide. I hope you all got something out of this meditation. I hope you feel more peaceful and relaxed, more joyful and content, and more centered and grounded than you did prior to the meditation. And I hope you can take the peace and love from this meditation with you into the external world and share it with all those who you encounter. Namaste. Hey, thank you so much, Christine the Bean, for the subscription. Much appreciated. 18 months in a row. Wow. That's a long time. There's not many people. There are not many people that have streamed, that have been my subscribers for more than 18 months. Maybe only one or two. I totally appreciate that, Christine the Bean. I appreciate you. Thank you. How are you doing, by the way? Like I never hear from you anymore. I never hear from you. What's new with you these days? You're going to have to give me a call one of these days. We're going to have to catch up. It's been a while. But yeah, this was good. That was a pretty solid meditation. I feel pretty good. Busy with family stuff. Yeah, I mean that's how it is, especially around the holidays, right? There's crazy family stuff around the holidays. Everyone's always got a million things going on, so I get that. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Let's see who's out there in the Twitch world right now. One of my friends. One of my friends is out there. Well, that's cool. Her name is Anne Fernal. She is a pretty awesome human being. Let's get the raid call all set up. And Victor Store, I will get to you in just 1 minute. Oh, that's right. I think you wrote something about chess earlier too. I wanted to read that. Let me get the raid call queued though. I'm a one thing at a time dude. I go for depth, but I'm not a multitasker. I'm just all in on one thing. All right, Victor. So earlier you said you hear me. For you, chess is like a translation of passion into something more reflective, like water, which meditation offers. Interesting. A translation of passion. So you're taking that passion. It's like an alchemy. It's like you're doing alchemy. You're taking that passion, and you're translating into something like water. Huh. But passion definitely has a place. Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Victor, sorry, you said it would be cool to chat meditation someday if you would like. We could broach the topic of how it relates to things like chess. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. That's how it goes. It's for me, everything is just time. It's like I want to do everything, man. I want to do everything. I just have like no fucking time. But like I would love, we've done some stuff at least. At least we've actually been able. We did the 4-person chess. We streamed that. We did the Discord conversation that one day. I would like to do more stuff with you as well. Maybe we could get like a couple more chess players and then do like some team 4-person chess. We could have like a tournament or something. That'd be kind of cool too. Or like Danny John was saying, she was saying that you guys were going to talk psychology some point. She's got her PhD, right? So I'm sure you guys could have some great discussions about that. But yeah, like I said, I got a million things on my list, but I want to get these things done. I want to get at least some done. And I'm like, it's the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Just keep telling me, and eventually we'll definitely do some more stuff. Okay. Let's see, where else are we in chat? I think we're good. I think we're pretty much caught up. Victor, so you say hear me. That'd be great. You're down for that too. Yeah, any of that stuff would be great. Okay, so if you're a subscriber, just copy and paste this. We're going to give Anne Fernal a raid. Anne's great. Victor, sir, Anne. I've seen you hanging in her chat before. She's just a good human being, right? Like, I don't know how else you would describe Anne Fernal. She's from Ecuador. Which to me means she's like, exotic. And she's also smart. She's a smart person. She studied urban development, right? Sociology. I think she has her master's in urban development. She's really interested in that, which is something I know nothing about. I don't know anything about urban development. Like, I know nothing. I'm literally the most ignorant human being on the, not literally, but I am a pretty ignorant dude when it comes to urban development. I did go to a conference on gentrification recently, though, in Chicago. People were complaining about gentrification and all the problems it poses, but they were also saying it brings in a lot of money. But then they were saying, well, we're getting kicked out of our community because we can't afford rent, right? So it's like a tricky issue, right? I don't know if you all know much about it, but yeah. Anyways, we're rating in. Thank you all again so much. Chad Guy, thanks for this subscription that you gifted to Stream Elements. That was kind of funny. It cracked me up. Namaste.